Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and on this channel we talk about all things fandom, and you know the routine. We talk about it in a positive way. If that's something that appeals to you, you know you've come to the right place. And this is New Year's Eve, but it's also something Saturday where we just talk about things we didn't get to talk about. However, this being New Year's Eve, we're going to break down what I think is the best of the best and kind of the biggest stories of 2022, that type of thing. So let's just jump right into it. So, the biggest stories of the year have to be that Ben and Jennifer got married, because you know how I feel about J-Lo and Ben. They're wonderful together, and I'm super excited that they're back together and got married this year. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, which shocked everyone. James Gunn and Peter Safran are now in charge of all things DC TV and movies. So everything in the DC universe, as far as movies and TV now has these people controlling it. And that's a pretty good thing. I'm excited to see what they can do going forward with these properties. And hopefully they can give us some sort of tapestry that we can look at that all blends together to form a really nice picture rather than what we've gotten in the past. And then my top picks for movies are, in no particular order, Top Gun Maverick, which I absolutely loved. If you haven't gotten a chance to see this movie yet, make sure you're checking it out this year. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is one of my personal favorites for this year, only because I do happen to be a fan of that type of genre, and I happen to be a fan of its director and some of its stars as well. And I know that movie kind of wasn't for everybody, but I found its humor very much in the vein of the Evil Dead movies. Then also Pearl. While I didn't really like X as much, I did like the movie Pearl that came out shortly after. That's actually a prequel to X. If you liked X, you'll probably like Pearl. But then there's a chance that you don't like X and you still like the movie Pearl. So definitely check that one out, even if you don't like the other one. And then, of course, there is the Predator movie Prey, which is absolutely amazing and one of the top movies of the year for me, because the whole Predator series being revived is actually something I thought wasn't going to work. And the way that they did it actually brought me back to the very original film with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where you didn't necessarily have to have the hero be some supernatural person or some alien fighting another alien. You could have someone who was a little bit weaker, someone who was actually human, fighting off this thing and surviving, or coming close to surviving anyway. And, you know, if you haven't seen that movie, definitely watch it because it is an awesome movie. Then, of course, Orphan First Kill. And that's only because Orphan is still a very guilty pleasure movie for me. I totally love that movie. And Orphan First Kill did not disappoint. It is, for me, one of the best movies of the year. Then, this list wouldn't be complete if we didn't put Terrifier 2 on it, because Terrifier 2 is considered to be one of the goriest and talked about films of 2022, with people actually passing out and throwing up during this movie. You can't buy that kind of publicity. I think back to stories that I heard about The Exorcist, when people would say that people were passing out and throwing up during that one. And if you ask me, the Terrifier 2 movie is a lot more gory than that one is. So if you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. And then if you're into a little bit of romantic comedy action films, The Lost City is a really great film. Nice romantic little comedy, and I applaud this movie for kind of bringing back these Romancing the Stone vibes for me. It's a movie that I liked when I was little, and I kind of still like that movie, and this movie reminded me a lot of that, so that's why it's on my list. And then speaking of another Channing Tatum movie, you have Dog, which Dog is about a soldier who ends up adopting this dog, and it's a whole thing, and it's based on a true story, which I normally don't like things that are based on a true story, but this one in particular I found to be quite humorous and quite funny. I'm sure the real life version is a little bit different, but Hollywood will do Hollywood, and what they gave us was actually a pretty magical, touching movie. And then the last one on our list of no particular order is Weird, the Al Yankovic story. Simply for the insanity that this movie offers, I put it on the list. It was a Roku movie with Harry Potter, of all people, playing Weird Al Yankovic. And if that blows your mind, the movie will do even a better job of blowing your mind. It's one of those that you kind of have to see to believe. And a lot of what they say in the movie isn't true and didn't happen, but it is a fun ride to go on. So that's my best of 2022, news stories and otherwise. I want to know what you guys think. Was there anything from 2022 that really hit you? Did you like a certain thing that we didn't talk about? A movie, a show even, because we didn't even talk about shows in this video. Maybe a news story I didn't touch on that you thought was absolutely amazing. We want to hear from you. Alright, so make sure that you are leaving us a comment in the comment box below. It helps the channel and we appreciate it. Then also don't forget to share this video with all of your friends so they can be a part of the conversation as well. Don't forget to hit that like button. It helps the channel and we really appreciate it as well. And then Miko says we need more subscribers. And you don't want to disappoint Miko. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video we do. And then at the end of the day, you know it and I know it and Miko knows it. Fandom is family. And Happy New Year from all of us to you.